Good evening. Welcome to the latest edition of Store Report Live. We are presented by the pharmacy in Bennington and Manchester, and we are presented by JC Tractor. I am one of the two hosts. My name is Chris Sipperly. I'm the co-owner, general manager of the Storm, and I'm joined by Adam and Joey Ward. Adam, take it away.
Absolutely. Joey, the 2018 grad of Troy High School, so you were very familiar with our area and the football playing in our area. Won a pair of state titles back to back. So that's kind of the Cliff Notes of your time, playing at Troy High. Tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got to football as your game.
Oh, I started playing football when I was about 4, I believe. That I just been playing ever since, and so I just stuck to. I just stuck to.
Were you part of like the Troy Pop Warner or one of the local Pop Warners like back in the day or?
Yeah, I started at South Caldee Pop Warner, then I went to Rensselaer, and then I finished at Albany.
Okay, so you were all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay. So you play when you're growing up, and then you get to the point where you're playing, at Troy High. Just talk about being there and being a part of that. I mean, obviously that's one of the bigger schools in our area. Just talk about being a part of that group with Troy.
Oh, it was different because it was just like they had the standard was just winning, so it was just a little different. They installed like a different confidence. Like they just always told me I was a good running back, which just helped me just be confident on the field.
Now, I'm going to jump in just for a second. So you had said that it was kind of a higher expectation. Was it something that was different to you? Like, in other words, was it exclusive to the program? Like, I know you played Pop Warner. Did you play middle school as well? Or was it just kind of the high school level, or to start sooner than that?
Yeah, I just went from Pop Warner to high school.
Oh, wow. So what I got to guess by the time that you went from, the Pop Warner high school, I would imagine you're pretty excited to go out there and play again.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Go ahead.
I'll finish up. So,
yeah, go ahead, finish
it. Sorry, this question I always like to ask is I feel a lot of times guys start out at a certain position in Pop Warner, and then over time they end up being something else. Were you always a running back, or you kind of play a little bit of everything when you're younger?
Oh, when I first started at South Caldee, for my first 2 years, I was an offensive lineman.
Oh wow!
I started off as an offensive lineman. Then I worked to like punt return. Then when I got to Rensselaer, that's when I started playing, like actually touching the ball.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you were in high school, did you end up playing? Were you started from freshman all the way up to the senior, or did that kind of take some time?
Oh, I was a starter on defense my freshman year. I was a starter in strong safety.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just filled in for like the starter running backs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So to go back to that, you guys, win back-to-back state championships, 2016, 2017. You got to go through some of the best that our state, New York, has to offer. Just talk about how that experience playing to the championships and winning, championship, added to your football career in general, of just being able to make it to that level.
Oh, it was definitely like more competitive football. It's competitive football in Section 2, but like the final, states, like the first round to the second round, it was all tough games, stuff like that. So it was like more of like a football experience, just playing different talent from different places.
Mm-hmm. Now, I have a question for you. I don't mean to jump on you, Adam, but
go for it.
One of the things that I noticed in watching, some of your highlights is I felt as though your biggest games and biggest plays came against the best teams. Is that just me?
I'm sorry, can you say it?
Yeah. So I was watching some of your film, and I always kind of felt like your best games and biggest plays were always in the biggest games.
Okay.
Is that something that just kind of happened, or do you just kind of go into those games with a different sort of mindset, or is it just football all the time, no matter what, no matter who's against you?
Yeah, it's more like just football time, but like in those games, you definitely like a little more locked in
Yeah.
type of thing. You just try to get comfortable, as comfortable as you can.
It's a luxury to be able to practice on a Thanksgiving weekend. I'll say that.
Right.
So in your travels, like you said, going to a couple different Pop Warners and then going, being at, like I said, at Troy. Tell me, something that you looked up to in terms of football. Like, was it a coach that got you? Was it a family member? Who's kind of your person, the person for you who was like, football is my game, and I want them to know, be a part of that.
Oh, really like just family, like my dad, my older brother, and then be my younger brother. He only 3 years younger than me, so we always played. He brought like the competitive side out of me, type thing. Like we'll always go outside, just play for hours, stuff like that. Like football though.
Mm. Okay. And then now this, you didn't get a chance to play football in college, so you've been, out of the pads for the last. Now we're going to be going on 5 years.
Right.
And the Storm is going to be your semi-pro debut. Just talk about coming in and kind of shaking off the rust and how, getting ready for that, preparing. We have obviously no season this year, but we're going to be getting started. Some point early next year in terms of some off-season stuff. We're going to be doing an off-season workout actually in a couple of weeks as well.
Yeah.
Just talk about kind of shaking the rust off of 5 years and not being able to put the pads on.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely excited. Definitely a little rusty. I'm ready to get hit. Just football, just smell the grass. Just vibe with the teammates, stuff like that. Just the whole football culture. Get back to it.
It's the small things, like smelling the grass. It's that's what it's about right there.
You mentioned that your dad and your brothers. One of the big things about the Storm, and again, I don't know how Sip sold you on the Storm, but one of the big things of it is it's a very family atmosphere. Guys of all different races and creeds and everything come together, and it's football. Just talk about that, having that kind of, to go in it with like that family atmosphere. Like, it's going to be a bunch of guys that are like, let's go and get it done.
Right. It just makes it's like more of a comfortable environment. Everybody could just learn. We could all just work and just get better so we could win and come together as a team.
Okay. And so I guess the idea is for now you're going to be playing offense, a running back position, I would assume. What's if somebody was to say, what do you bring to the Storm? What would you tell them in terms of all your experience playing football over the years?
Just like the camaraderie. I'm a hard worker. I like to win. I don't really like, so I'll bring like that competitive edge, but I won't put my teammate down at the same time, but like pick them up. So like, that type of thing.
Yeah, that's important. That's sometimes that's a challenge. It's like, you want to you want to push, but you also want to be respectful at the same time, and like going forward, obviously, you're probably going to spend most of the time at running back, which I think is home for you for sure. But I also really believe that in a pinch you can play defense. If somebody came to you and said, "Hey, do you want to play both ways?" Is that something that you'd be looking to do, or you choose? Definitely.
Yeah, I'll jump right on that. I don't mind that.
Yeah, that sometimes is a hallmark for us. And that's just the general nature of the semi-pro game anyway. Guys can't come because of work or personal things or whatever, and it's like, hey, we don't have a safety. We need somebody. Boom, you step right in.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Yeah, like we've had interviews now with Jim Grimes, who's going to be our head coach. His son Brian is going to be on the defense, and now I'm stoked every time I turn around. Sip's like, "Hey, we got an interview with an awesome player that that made a huge impact in our area, you know, over the years." So I'm very excited to work with you and you know, I want to play now. This you're off stuff, forget it. But
Yeah,
we're really going for.
no,
Yeah,
100%,
I appreciate you guys,
100%. It's go ahead,
Okay.
Joey. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'll just say I appreciate you guys.
No, it's you know, it's one of those things where like I mean I miss it. I think Adam misses it. I know you obviously miss it.
Yeah.
You know, some of the guys are playing in other places right now, and I encourage that and embrace that. But you know, I've had some conversations with some guys, unsolicited, that they're, you know, home is home, and I think we're going to be able to put together a pretty special group. And probably one of the things I'm most excited to have you on here is hopefully we can make, you know, another Sports Center top #1 play, because we film everything here. So that's one of the biggest things that we like to do is we film everything.
I forgot about that. You mentioned it. I was like, I remember seeing that video.
Yeah.
that had to be something else to get, you know, to just get your name on ESPN and that'd be a crazy, like how your phone's blown up and everything else. Just tell me about that. Like when you had your play on Sports Center.
Oh, it was a good feeling. It was like just one of those in the moment type of feeling.
Mhm.
It was a good feeling though.
How many text messages did you get in the first hour? Your phone was probably ding, 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 and all over the place.
Yeah, most of them from my dad, probably.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's what it should be. The first one definitely from dad. Absolutely.
No, that's awesome.
Did you said you had an older brother, younger brother? They both play football as well.
Yep, my brother played at Utica for 4 years, and my younger brother is going to Hudson Valley this year.
Okay. Hold on a second. Did I just hear Utica? Hold on a second.
Yeah.
That's my school. That's the school I went to. I played for 2 years when we first had the program back in the early 2000s. I played for 2 years.
Okay.
So what was
I didn't know
his
that.
first? I didn't either. What was his first name?
Iquan.
Okay.
Iquan Ward. He
Okay.
went to LaSalle.
Okay. All right. Good. We got a fellow pioneer in the house. I like that. Let's go. Excellent. All right. Yeah. I like I said, I'm super excited to you know, we have that workout. I think it's the 22nd. I think think Coach Grimes has made it for. I'm looking forward to meeting people face to face and you know, seeing the awesome talent we're gonna have. I'm so very excited.
Yeah, me too. I am too.
No, and honestly, you know, to kind of, you know, add on that, that's probably the most exciting thing for me is there's a lot of guys. I mean, I guess I'll say it this way. Like, there's a lot of guys, like, I don't know that really miss the game necessarily. And, like, and the best example I can give is, like, sometimes we'll get kids that are 18 years old, right out of school, like right out of high school. And, you know, they think they want to play, but most of the time, year one, they either don't finish or don't play a lot. But we find if we find a guy that was out a year and or so, maybe longer, and really missed the game, those are the guys that see really take off. Those are the guys that really succeed. Those are the guys that are like, holy cow, this kid can play and he's dedicated. So I'm super excited for you because I know that football is what you love to do. And there's a lot of guys here that I think are really looking to reapply their skills on that 100-yard field. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think, you know, like we said, we're excited to have you here. You know, we look forward to seeing what you can do with you yourself and your new teammates. And I thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys.
All right, I'll see you Sunday. Actually, I'll see both of you on Sunday. Matter of fact.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we got the Tyreek camp. I get to
Yes, sir.
Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. I've allegedly.
Yeah, I'm not really sure that I can't really comment on because I don't know.
Nope,
but,
I don't know. It's just a rumor. Just heard that he was helping out as well. So I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, but it'd be cool if it is.
Yep. Yeah. All right, man.
All right.
Talk to you soon.
Have a good one.
You as well. Yeah.